All right, let's continue. All right, question. Project update presentation. Could you please give me an idea on what all project body expects during update presentation? So I'm assuming that this question is about managers or developers providing updates to stakeholders about the project status, right? So one thing that is important to understand there is that the project update status must be really focused on the important things. Throughout my career, I witnessed a lot of situations where somebody would provide a report for a project status, and this report would be extremely detailed. It could contain a lot of numbers, a lot of different things, but the problem with that was that essentially nobody cared about that report. Because when the person, let's say CEO, looks at this report and it features, we can complete it 15% of 30% of this technical component, like login stuff or something, right? And now we need to complete this number of classes to finish this component, and then we need to finish the other component for the feature to be completed. So if you just include all those details, they just start to be really confused about this, right? They don't understand what's going on, right? And they don't want to get into details. They don't want to dive into that. They don't have time for that, right? So it is important then that this report contains only the most basic and important facts. For example, it should contain the list of features or epics that the project team is doing and their status, right? Like their completion status, whether completed, other on time, or they're delayed, right? So, and if they're delayed, what are the impediments of those epics or features? And then if there is some issue like an impediment or something that is on the road, it is important to not only provide the problem, but also to provide potential solutions. Like, for example, like the feature gets delayed, and then because of that, the timeline can't be executed on time. Like the whole timeline gets delayed, right? Because there are, for example, there are some dependencies on that feature of other features. So in this case, it's better to inform CEO or stakeholders that we got the delay, right? And because of that, we can have a delay of the other features. So let's shift the timeline. Let's, for example, descope some of the other features so that we could have most of the features on time, right? And there could be options like we could descope this feature, or we could just stop doing this feature in favor of some other features. Let the stakeholder decide. Let the CEO decide what to do with this particular situation, right? So bottom line, just to summarize about this, maybe I'll create a separate video, but just in the very brief details, the report should contain list of features, their completion status, their impediments, and potential strategy solutions on any problems the timeline may have.